Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's just going to be a short little video today on how the 126 has been operating. It's a Woodland Mills HM 126. I think it's got a cutting width of about 24 and a half, 25 inches between the guides, blade guides. Yesterday, as you'll see in the clips, I pretty much maxed that out. Had a big white oak from a friend that I've been cutting up. I can only haul a couple of logs on that trailer at a time. But after yesterday's sweat fest of cutting that up, this morning here, I'm just going to go ahead off camera and edge these 1x that are still left. I got 2 on the deck right now, and then I got to go load some more up off of there. A half a dozen more over on that. But anyhow, I had some requests on how the mill was working and operating and people wanting to see it. So I decided, what the heck, I might as well put a little video out. I bought this mill because, for one, there's plenty of timber around here. If nothing else, just to blow downs and deadfall from my own property here. But I also have another plan for it. Daughter moved in with me, as most people know, so the cabin's not quite big enough for the two of us when I decided to move into that. So I figured I'd do a small cabin for her and try to utilize logs off the property here. Cut cans into 6x6s or 4x6s and then dovetail the ends of them with a jig that I hope to pick up here shortly. But that's a little bit future planned yet. Currently, I'm just kind of getting the hang of how the mill works, because this is all the first time for me. And I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed with it. Yesterday we knocked out, my daughter was filming, but yesterday we knocked out 7 2x12s and a couple of 1x material for board and batten or floors or whatever. In about an hour and a half, 2 hours. In order to get the logs on this currently, all I'm doing is screwing a 2x4 to each end of the log with structural screws, and then using the high lift jack to go ahead and jack them up and then block them to the height of the sawmill or the bunks on there. And then I just use a cant hook and spin them on. Unfortunately, I didn't videotape any of that. I wish I had now. Like I say, yesterday was such a sweat fest. I wasn't really going to do this, and then decided, seeing how it was such a big log, pretty much maxed out this sawmill. Guys, this is the Woodland Mills HM 126. It gives me about a 24 and a half, 25 inch cut between the blade guides there. I also bought 23 foot of track. Comes with, I believe, 10-foot 6, and then I added 2 sections. I also got the bevel siding attachment, but I had some issues with the handle popping up, so I just stuck a small tie down on it to hold it in place. But yeah, I'll be able to do beveled siding, or if I turn the cant sideways into shorter cants going this way, I should be able to do some shingles if I put a piece of plywood on here to hold the cants in place. So yeah, this is the machine. I got the upgraded 14 horse motor. I'm definitely enjoying it. I just got to get a solid, steady flow of logs in here. But anyhow, I'll get on with the video and let you guys see how it works. Well, that's as high as the 126 will go. So I'll have to take a chainsaw and just whack off this butt a little bit. Okay, so this is an old blade in here, but tension on these are supposed to be 22 pounds to 25 pounds of torque. I've been doing it right around 23 pounds. And that's still too wide, so I got to make one more cut with the chainsaw. You noticing the difference between green and dried wood? Okay, I better give her a hand. Okay, 7 2x12s by 10 foot, at least 10 foot are usable. They're actually about 10 foot, 10 inches, so they give us a little waste to cut off. So these piles of 2x and a few 1x out of here are all from a couple trees that Bruce had cut down 9 years ago. So there was some rot on the butts and around the edges, but other than that, pretty sound log through the centers. Like on a few of these I'll have to cut 2 feet off the ends, but they'll make great header material or even floor joists if that be the case. Anyhow, on to the next step, I guess.